Is there anything else? Howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. Today I'm going to start off with an 8-ball question, a question for the Magic 8-Ball. Do I have any good stories to tell today? You may rely on it. That's right! No, I don't. So the only story I've got is over the past couple of weeks I put down over 1,200 screws into a deck, put a deck in. I helped build a deck, a big giant deck made out of Trex, which is a composite material. And I think I would build a deck out of it. I like this stuff, frankly. My wife got a one of them really expensive blow-up air mattress type beds, Sleep Comfort, Sleep Number, something like that. It's got like a remote control in it. It looks so complicated looking. So I didn't test it, I didn't do anything. Here it is at the house. I watched the guys put it together, and they give you control. And I think the remote probably will work your TV set. And if you have an automatic coffee maker in the kitchen, maybe a microwave, it's absurdity. We were talking about that yesterday. A friend was like, it's so absurd, everything's absurd, so you just can't, you just like, what the hell? Because things are absurd, so what? Okay, so on to records. I think another question for the 8-Ball. I got this new chili. It's made by the company that makes salsa, Pace, P-A-C-E, chili in a can. And I wonder if it's any good. I'm going to ask the 8-Ball. Is the Pace brand new Pace chili in a can? I'm saying it's new because that's what it says in the can. I have no idea how long it's been out. Like, yeah, that's right. You just got to go with it. So like when you're walking into the gas chamber, they're pushing you in. It's like, hey, this is pretty absurd. Glad I just went with it. Okay, we're going to go right to the records. The first few records came from an online friend who I want to thank. Once again, thank you. Mailed me, Manic Mark, a few records, which includes Misty Moods by Sam the Man Taylor. Okay, it's tenor sax and orchestra and chorus. Now he made at least 2, maybe 3 records in this series where he plays basically mood music, easy listening, light pop kind of approach with the chorus in the background, the oohs and the ahs, and it's a style that I like. Most people just groan when they hear it. That's a matter of opinion. Anyway, okay, then here's Harry Herman and his orchestra. Okay, and now that I'm here, I don't care because it's weird. It's absurd, it's weird, and it wasn't a good story. Don't you have any good stories to tell? This is a record I've looked for and haven't found, but now I have. Thanks to my online friend, which I'm very happy. I may have very happy to get a hold of that. Also, speaking of great covers, it's Jazz for Playboys, okay, on Savoy of all labels. I know, the world is full of horrible stories. That's the cool thing about the internet. That's what I realized the other day about the internet, is that people used to, because I'm the age, I'm before the internet, I know about this stuff. Sure, people talk to other people about certain things, but it wasn't a whole lot of people. You didn't have this world, and the media controlled, there was a tight control on things. You didn't have a lot of sources. I'm telling you, the media was very much more controlled. Now that we got the internet, there's less control, and there's a point to all this. And if you had an opinion, you usually found people to agree with you, as we probably do now. We find affirmation in different. The thing of it is you didn't have, like, I think it was easier to feel as though you were right about something, okay? But with the internet, no matter what you say or how you say it or how you phrase it, you could be God, and I'm almost positive I don't have this one. Latin American Rhythm, The Guardians, that's a super nice cover right there. And Discotheque Budget album, Coronet Records. Now I picked this up because it didn't have anything published on the back. it's not going to be any good. I'm just saying. But it's a mysterious record when you look at it. But I think when you play it, it's going to be, oh my God, turn it off and get rid of it. Now I have another copy. It seemed absurd for me to buy another copy of this 2-record set, which is a guy who has a heavy sort of a Brooklyn accent trying to teach people how to do the hustles. It's pretty funny, really. But you don't need two whole records of the thing. I mean, it's too much hustle. 2-record set of the hustle is too much. Lionel Hampton Silver Vibe, sure I have 1 or 2 of these, but does it everybody? It was such a clean copy, I picked it up. This was in a 50-cent bin. I couldn't believe it. It's just, I don't know if it's any good, but it's just an off-brand Bally French jazz with Claude Bolling. And I've got 1 of these too, but this was so many fresh, I had to pick it up again. It's a Burt Bacharach covers album on the Budget label. It's Burt Bacharach. It's Strings for Pleasure, and they play the best of Burt Bacharach. Bacharach. Strings for Pleasure. Nice cheesecake cover. Range conducted by Jack Pillies. But look, this is before photoshopping. Look how blue that woman, that young lady's eyes are. They're amazing. Her eyes are amazing. I didn't care for it, but this, maybe even this one. Another Taste of Honey. I'm sure they've got this one too, but it's more Denny. And for 50 cents, I had to pick it up because it's such a clean copy. You find a Taste for Honey, the first one, all the time. This one, just a lot. You just find it a lot, but not as many times as the first Taste of Honey, which you find all the time. Had to pick this up. It's local. It's out of date, though. But it's local. I don't know who pressed it. But it was just a great photograph. Just a strange... And it will make complete sense. And people go, oh, you know, everybody's got an opinion, and people... And that's why people are angry. And they never had the chance. People never had the chance to express themselves. That's the other thing. So now with the internet, everybody that has an opinion can express the opinion right now. But why do people get so angry? Because it's a new age where there's very many people who don't agree with you no matter what you say, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you were God and you came down and you commented with an absolute truth on any news story or blog post. Somebody's going to say, well, you're full of crap, douchebag. Newspaper. It didn't happen. You didn't see it on TV. You know, all the bad stuff was kept away. But now, everybody's exposed to the worst, most horrible things. And I don't know if that's a bad thing, frankly. I think people need to know what people are capable of. Okay. The Fifth Dimension, The Magic Garden. Okay, don't know anything about that, but it's on Liberty. Soul City Records. It's a product of Liberty. I've never seen that before. I didn't know Liberty had a soul record division. That's the first time I've seen that. But the song titles just sound interesting. The whole thing sounds interesting. It's not the best condition, but I thought for 50 cents I'd pick it up and give it a spin. It's big band, men. It's Ralph Martyr. I watched a Sun Ra video the other day, and I hadn't watched any of his stuff. But I know about him. Why, I don't know. Never listened to the music, but I was always kind of looking for his records just so I could have the experience. So I decided finally to watch one of his videos. And he did 2 songs for like a British television show or something like that. And it was like a space, he was all dressed up like spaceman, and he said aliens came down and messed with him and everything. So he was like selling this sort of like, not the space, it's like, not like a space funk, but it was sort of like jazz and some atonal stuff going on, but there was a seriously good grooves in both of the songs, and I really enjoyed those 2 songs from Sun Ra. A Double Truck on Solid State Records. Is that United? Is that Transamerica Corporation? Double Truck. It's got the groovy cover, some kind of jazz album featuring Jeremy Stig. Okay, leg work. There's the groovy girl. She's got, her legs are all painted like and stuff. Sort of like the, you know, the painting deal there. So That's probably why leg work, I don't know. He looks kind of like, oh, play my flute for me. She's like, oh, go away. Why did I let you paint my legs? Now you want more.